Hello, everybody. I am solo tonight, you guys. Moe is not feeling well today, so please send your love and thoughts and prayers toward him and healing and all that good stuff. But you got the Blue Phoenix tonight. And we have a guest. We have Made Rock coming in, stepping in for the Mo tonight. And while we're waiting for him to join, just to let you know that you're tuning into both sides of the coin. Okay. I'm gonna fight him. So tonight I want to tap into a few things. Just to let you know, I am going to fight you. I am going to fight you.
Okay, so look, first of all, thank you for having me. It's not my fault. I lost internet connection and it just went
Okay.
haywire. I
Okay.
was like, she's gonna be like, yo, this Bama is slipping tonight.
It's all right. It's okay. Welcome back. You guys, this is May Rock. Of course, you may recognize him from the No Filter Show. He is uh, Sir Rocketh, depending on the mood. He also is a host of, if you haven't seen another show that he was on, and I just lost the name of the day on show, Under the
Under the
Influence.
influence.
Under the Influence podcast. So you can go on YouTube under the Red Vision TV and catch up on those past episodes of Under the Influence as well. So, Rock, how are you tonight?
I'm actually doing pretty good tonight, man. Thank you for having me. I feel special sitting in on both sides of the coin. You know, I'm always
Yeah.
on the backside enjoying the conversation. I actually get to be a
Mm.
part tonight.
Good, good. Well, most appreciated you stepping in for GI Mo in his absence.
No question. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I just left Perspiration Happy Hour. This we did our season finale, season 5 finale actually of the show. So that was pretty dope. And we are taking December off, and we'll come back in 2023 in season 6. So
Ah,
that's
okay.
pretty cool. Yeah, pretty
Congratulations.
cool.
I actually got a chance to tune in and really check y'all out. And y'all vibe is great. I like how tonight you guys were just talking about the entrepreneurship and managing your pages and the troubles. You know, it was refreshing to see. You know, when I normally watch uh, videos and stuff or podcasts, it's normally men talking about business and
Yeah,
branding, but it was good to see four women up there talking about
yeah,
branding and entrepreneurship. It was quite refreshing.
yeah. Well, thank you. We don't always talk about men and danglings. We talk about business stuff too sometimes. We get serious over there.
So what we got on the books for tonight?
Well, I want to start off with, and I had a video which I forgot to send you, but it's okay. For some reason, I just want to speak on emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
And I think the reason why I want to do that is because last show we had on both sides of the coin, I was talking about a situation with my ex and how he made me angry. And then lately, I've noticed a lot of people um, in the news, and a lot of deaths have been happening, a lot of murders, a lot of things occurring where if people had just taken the time to breathe or had emotional intelligence or emotional stability, these things may not have happened. And also, it's important to have emotional intelligence in your family, in your life, in your relationship, in your job, your business, or whatever. So I just want to bring that up. I'm going to, emotional intelligence, for those who do not know what it means, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. There are 4 attributes for emotional intelligence, but before we get into that, how do you feel, or do you have any circumstances that you have dealt with where you, if you had more emotional intelligence or emotional maturity, may have gone a different way?
Um, I mean, look, I'm gonna be real. There's been plenty situations where I look back and I feel like if I would have had that emotional maturity, can control my emotions, use my logic instead of acting out of emotion, then a lot of things would be totally different. Conflict and everything. Hey Zena.
Hey, Zena.
Um, I think the biggest thing is for me, I wasn't necessarily taught how to control my emotions when I was young. And we were talking earlier, and I was telling you how, when I got in trouble when I was young, I would get yelled at. And that was my learning, or that was my way of learning that when you're angry or you're upset, it's okay to yell. Because in my household, I also witnessed my parents argue back and forth. And 9 times out of 10, when they were yelling, they were angry. So the example was already set for and not to mention society is pretty much damn near the same way, mirror images. So as an adult, I just recently learned last night that, that I yell when I'm angry, but I really realized that I was never taught how to communicate when I was angry or upset.
And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of us weren't taught that. And then it's actually the jobs of the mother. It is our job as mothers, aunts, grandmothers, whomever, to teach emotional stability. It's our job because we teach our children. We're emotional creatures, and if we have emotional intelligence or emotional maturation, we will teach our children how to deal with their emotions, how to deal with anger, frustration, sadness, happiness, and joy. And we don't do that. We tell the boys, suck it up. Everybody tells the boys to suck it up. Everybody tells the boy, you all right, you're a boy, you okay. We usually let the girls cry instead of saying, hey, come here. Tell me what's the matter. Why are you sad? What's bothering you? The little boys, come here, sweetheart. What's wrong? Why are you hurting? Talk to me. We don't do that. And we don't do it in a gentle tone. Like you said, we usually yell. And I have yelled. I've yelled before plenty of times with my children. And the more you learn how to control your own emotions, it'll dictate how you deal with your children and other people. Now, if I raise my voice, that's a problem in my household. I should not have to raise my voice.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel myself raising my voice or I start to yelling, I'll stop and I'll walk away. Or I'll be like, okay, you know what, give me a second. And then I'll come and get them and be like, hey, what's the issue? What's going on? Why is this? Why is that? Da, 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 da. You have teenagers and you said you had this conversation. How did that make you feel when they pointed out about the yelling?
Um, if honestly, it made me feel like some shit because I was causing the same trauma that was caused to me. I didn't break. I thought I was breaking the cycle, which I am breaking the cycle in my life with being a father and how active I am. But I didn't break the cycle of controlling my emotions. And I agree with what you said partially when you said it's up to the mother to teach that emotional. I agree. I feel it's up to the mother to a certain extent. I think after a while, a mother needs to take the daughter, and the father needs to take the son because I'm a
I
firm
agree.
believer that a mother can teach a daughter how to be a woman, and a man can teach a man how to be a man.
I
But when
agree.
it's vice versa, it's only partially your expectations of what you think, what the woman thinks a man is, or a man thinks a woman is,
Mm-hmm.
based off of their trauma and how they feel. But it's not. It's certain core. It's certain things that I love my mother to death. God rest her soul. She did a hell of a job raising me. But there were certain things that it took for me to get advice from other men that was put in my life as mentors to learn these lessons from. Because I'm looking at it from the perspective of me, right? Because I have a daughter, so I'm really mindful of what I say and how I judge because she's getting older. Because I don't understand being a woman. You
Right.
know, you ladies have your own things to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not see having a mother, a wife, and a daughter. I realize that it's not easy being a woman, yet alone a black woman at that. You feel me? So I know that there's certain things that I can't teach her. I can only guide her from the male perspective, but I really lean on her mom to really teach her certain things. And that emotional stability is really where that's when a woman can teach her daughter how to react in certain situations. And like me, I wish my dad was around more to teach me how to operate because me, I was raised by a woman. And it
Right.
goes back to one of your shows you said you guys had a couple weeks ago. And I was like, wow. Because me as a man, I'm passionate and I'm emotional. You feel me? I I move in my emotions, and it's not always a bad thing because over the years I learned to use my emotions to channel and push me further to excel. You feel me? But sometimes my emotions will cause me to go off the deep end. So, damn, I just lost my thought. I just had a moment of clarity.
But you know what? I like the fact that you said that because I was going to point out the fact that we put masculinity or men in the box that they are not emotional creatures. When when masculinity is nothing but emotions. You guys operate off of testosterone, which is emotion. Make it seem like we now women are emotional creatures. We are. We operate off our emotions, off our feelings, how we feel that day, in that moment, in that second. It can flip flop, it can go back and forth. Men operate in emotions when it comes time to get cracking, or when you're angry. Anger is an emotion, but it's usually stemmed in pain, which is a feeling. So I don't understand why folks say that men don't have feelings. You do, or men don't operate in emotions. You do. It's just different. You're more logical and rational, but there's still an emotion there.
I think to piggyback and dig off of what you just said because you made a valid point. We as men, we're taught that showing emotion means that you're weak because we're not holding up that strong man. You know what I'm saying? Persona when
Yeah.
actually we actually human too. Like I will say this. I have this phrase as a man that I say that I'm rock solid, solid as a rock, can't break me.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I heard you say that several times.
I tune I because I felt like no matter what, and people that know me, like no matter what's going on in life, I always got my head straight. I'm always pushing through. But losing my mom was when I really had to learn how to deal with my emotions because I had some really low times.
Yeah.
And when it's really low, it sometimes you that emotion will cause you to do something wild and reckless. So that's when I had to really realize and check myself because my emotions affect people around me. So if my emotions are causing me to move and talk reckless, then guess what? I'm hurting the people around me, and it's crazy. Guess what? I got a surprise for you.
What's that?
Man, what it do?
Oh wow,
What's
we
that,
have
big
our
babe? What's
fellow
that?
Mo in
What's
here.
that, big bruh? You hear me?
Yeah.
Well, you joined in right in time, sir. We are talking about emotional intelligence, and we are also talking about masculinity as far as emotion. So,
Man, I
what do
want to
you?
kill everything I see.
Yeah, and that's
And I'm getting old
yeah.
and I can't kill everything I see, so I gotta respect these bulls out here. You heard me? Like, I gotta look at these men and these women and everybody with respect. I don't even know what the fuck I'm coming in on, but explain it, please.
Okay, I will give you. Well, let me go. Let me tap on what Rock said because he was talking about how he had to realize how his emotions and how he responded to things affected other people. That is actually one of the four attributes of emotional intelligence that is called social awareness. Social awareness means you have empathy, you can understand the emotions, needs, and concerns of other people, pick up on emotional cues, feels comfortable socially, and recognize the power dynamics in a group or organization. You understand that what you do or how you act or the energy you give off affects other people. You also recognize that their energy or their emotions are affected by you. So that's social awareness. Um, Self management is another attribute in emotional intelligence, and that means your ability to control impulsive feelings and behaviors, and you manage your emotions in healthy ways. Self awareness is recognizing your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behaviors. You know your strengths and weaknesses and have self confidence. And the last one is relationship management, which you know how to develop and maintain good relationships,
But
communicate clearly, inspire and influence others, work well in a team, and manage conflict. Yes, sir.
okay, okay. Let's talk about me and Rock. Let's talk about me and my brotherhood with this brother right there, this great human being that I met. You hear me? Um, we have a
My guy.
we have an X factor called testosterone. We have a certain issue with us as men that we cannot fucking solve. Me and him have clashed so many times and have broken horns,
Yeah, y'all Rams. Hmm.
like being the men that we are. Like, he has a family. I have a family. Like, it doesn't matter how the fuck it goes down. Like, men never get. I don't think that there's a solvent or there's an equity or equality when it comes to how we have to manage testosterone. We're men. We don't bleed literally. We bleed proverbially. You know what I mean? Like, we bleed from the outside. And so when we cry, it's usually after a fight or during a fight. You know what I mean? Like, we're not we're not savages, but we are. I
Yeah,
don't
and that's
know.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
I don't think that anything that like what women do to each other, because y'all hide yourselves amongst hoes and bitches and freak bitches. Like, y'all will hang out with every hoe that you think, and y'all will never tell yourselves about each other because y'all do not like confrontation. Wow, me and Rock love this shit. We live for this shit. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, for real. Women really don't understand how hard it is to deal.
Hey, 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 hey. Now
You know what's crazy, bro? And
Yeah.
it's I think the reason why we were able to make it and grow in brotherhood is because we had to understand how to respect each other. First, we had to understand each other. You feel me? Any type of relationship and or just relationship period. You feel me? You have to know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And as men, it's always you always have to establish respect for the other person. You feel me? Because as men, that's what we stand on. You feel me? We stand on our respect. You feel me? And anything less than what we expect is disrespectful. And we all know how that go. You know what I'm saying? But
Bro, I'm
we
willing to die for that shit.
look, but see, you and I, we are so much the same and so different at the same time. Like, we think and vibe on the same wavelength, but at times we had different approaches. Now, see, here's where the clashing began because as men, we always think that we right. You feel
Fact.
me? You
That's
feel
fact.
me?
That's
I,
fact.
I know for a fact that there's been times that you were right and I ain't want to admit it. And I'll be completely honest with you. You feel me? Let's be real, and I'm gonna be transparent because this is both sides of the coin. This is something rare right now. So there's been times where you've made suggestions on set on lighting and shooting, and I went my way instead. Looking back, if I would have just put my ego to the side and just really listened instead of having my chest out, you feel me? It would have came out better. See, that's the thing. Once you learn how to put your ego to the side and understand that this is my brother, there's no competition, it's all love, and it's all we a team. We locked in. This man is fighting for me, and I'm fighting for him. You feel me? That's when things become better.
Nah, I think we
Because
got to rearrange that language because I die for you.
like likewise.
I die for you, bro. Like, I don't think like people be playing and shit. Like, I would die for you, bro. Like, I don't know if that's ever been admitted, like on camera or whatever, but once you locked into a person, especially a fellow human being that just so happens to have a dick and balls like you, that ain't backing the fuck down, bruh. That's called respect, right? So we already went over the respect thing, right? But I would die for you. And so therefore I have to respect you. I have to respect everything that you say from here on out. And it's been there since then. I think that us as men, we don't have a chance to look at each other and be like, yeah, I'm ready. We'll die for our mothers. That's easy. That's easy money. We'll kill for y'all. We'll kill for any female that bleeds once a month. Anybody that birthed us will kill for you, will die for you. That's automatic. That's the easy part. That's the easy part about life with men. The hard part is us locking horns and feeling like, you know what, bro? We can go somewhere else with this. Like, we can fuck, bro. Like, I be posting shit from 3 years ago, bro, and I still can't understand like how the fuck we made it, bro. I was so bullheaded. You was bullheaded. Uh, our testosterone is at an all-time high. Like, it's like we men, you
Yeah,
hear me? So,
yeah.
so I don't, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, we still on the show. We
Okay,
still on the show
let
and
me
shit.
pause you for a second, Mo. Put up hey DJ Slicky. Put up yeah, he said now I disagree. That's a you thing, not a man thing, but most men don't have egos, only young men. Now a lot of
No,
men do have
no.
ego.
Men have egos.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and address that. First and foremost, put that comment back up. Put that comment back up. So $1 million moments, LLC, sir. I hate to tell you this, but if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, bruh. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You ain't never looked at a man and felt egotistical. You a fucking lie. You a goddamn lie. I'm sending my son off to Florida Friday just to play football, and he is about to dog some shit. You heard me? Because he feels that he is the fucking man. You hear me? Don't downplay testosterone, homie. I ain't never ate no soy, and I ain't no motherfucker that eat a lot of vegetables, bro. I eat a lot of beef. I eat beef.
Pause.
You hear me? I'm on your ass, bro. Like,
Pause.
I'm on your ass. Cause
Pause
wasn't
three
none of you
times.
motherfuckers around. Hold up now. Hold up now. I'm 41 years old. I'm ex-military, and ain't near one of y'all been through half the shit I've been through. Ain't none of y'all volunteered. I want to hear all my folks, all my boys, all my men that volunteered to die for a college fucking education. Tell me when the fuck, and I was a fucking intern at the Justice Department, homie. Like, I don't really think that you understand like what mankind is. Mankind is something that comes through conversations and shit like that. Like, but real talk, I was a savage, bro. I shouldn't be alive. My decision to go into the military while I was interning and working at Blockbuster. Let's not forget Blockbuster. I love the fuck out
Be
of
kind,
Blockbuster, guys.
rewind.
All
Boy, you
right,
telling
now.
your age, boy.
Why you getting fucking shot at? You hear me? Like, you ain't saying nothing. Bruh, ain't no man stepped up yet and just been like, yeah, my confrontations is yeah. Me and my brother, the only ones that's really talking this, you know, like real talk, like if y'all could
Hey,
sing
quick.
the behind the scenes of me and this man right here, tell him A Rock, if you could have seen or heard some of the things that we told each other as men, you will understand the maturation of men. We're gonna lock horns. We're always gonna feel like we're better than one another, but we're not. We've never worked off of each other, of each other's purity, and recognize the strength of each other. And so that's the reason why we deal with the shit that we deal with out here, you know what I'm saying? Like on the streets, because we look at each other up and down. We look at the shoes. We judging. We judging up and down. We get that from the women. Because man never gave a fuck about what the fuck you look like. It's about the power that you have. It's about what you do for people. So I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to myself and be like, yeah, nah, fuck that nigga, and fuck all these niggas. Nah, I've had to interview some of the dopest rappers, and I had to pay attention to their. I had to pay attention to what they had to say and not what my ego said. Go ahead, read that off, because I'm still on my phone.
It says, for the white man, no, but for my people, I will get men with all this feminized energy and call it ego. They not real men. They not men until they learn to control themselves. Boys can't do that. Well, you
Perfect.
and like I was saying earlier, you have to be taught about your emotions and how to control them and how to properly deal with them. He said you got some grown boys out here thinking they men because they have a kid.
So
And
I'm
yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
Can I respond? So when I say ego, you feel me? Like your ego will cause you to make the wrong decisions. Meaning, the next man could be offering you a helping hand, but because, and I'm not saying you, but a lot of the times men don't like taking handouts. You feel me? Because we feel like maybe it's just me, but it kind of feel like some people throw it in your face like they own you. You feel me? Or they hold it over your head because they did you a favor. So your ego will make you be like, you know what? Nah, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. And I'm not just saying, I'm just saying when I say handouts, like people can throw you a oop. You feel me? And you'll second guess it because you thinking, how is he gonna come back to bite me in the ass? You feel me? Or your ego will stop. Your ego of how you think people view you will cause you not to take help. And like I said, I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about overall help. Because in your mind, or most, a lot of the, most men mind, they think and they look in the mirror and say, "I'm
Nah,
that
say
nigga."
nigga. Nah, call them niggas, bruh. That's the nigga mentality, bro.
I had to build up to it. They
Oh, all right.
they look in the mirror and be like, "I'm that nigga." You feel me? But what he said was clue. It was clutch because it takes maturity to grow, to know when. Because whole T, that ego is with that testosterone, so it's going to be there. But sometimes you have to know when to put your ego to the side.
And a
It
lot of it
takes for me
too.
to look past
Yeah.
you and look at your children first.
Mm-hmm.
It took me to look past you as the big human being that you are. Yeah, hey, look, if y'all keep sleeping on this, bruh, I might be the tiniest human being. I'm 250 and I wear extra large, but this is a big man. But to look past that and look at his children and be like, nah, they respect him.
Dog, hold on. I don't know how to feel. I just kind of feel like you low key called me fat.
He did not call you fat.
Nah, bro, you a solid fucking
Nah,
human being, bro.
he
Like
said,
we, hey,
hold on.
look,
He said, and I quote, and this a big man. So to look past him and see his kids, god damn, nigga, I'm going to the gym after the show.
if I don't
Oh
know,
my
I have a
god.
cold. I have a cold. I've been dealing with the flu for like 2 weeks. So I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all might hear a little cough here and there, but that's funny as fuck. But
Okay. Oh my. Well, hold on. Before I forget. Okay, so I think the confusion is the ego. Ego is another word for pride. You have to put your pride to the side. You
Thank
have
you.
to put, in order to receive help, you have to pull that pride aside. And so ego can be mistaken for a bad thing, and ego is not always necessarily bad. Um, Mali, what did he say? It's something he said. I can't remember what he said. Oh, he was talking about how the hood dudes kill for each other all the time. I don't think now they do have a relationship where they do that, but a lot of that is not necessarily camaraderie killing.
Now he said they
It
died for
can
each other.
be. Yeah, they die for each other, but it's not necessarily on purpose.
see, you fucked up right there.
That's a fact.
Killing for one another and dying for one another is a whole nother fucking
Yeah.
subject. Those are two divided sections that we have as black males that we have never discussed.
Mhm.
So what it is I will die for my brother. I don't necessarily mean I will kill for my brother because one wrong move, one bad attitude is gonna it's gonna set everything off. It's a chain reaction. It just keeps
Yeah.
going and going and going and going and going. And that's the problem that we have within us as black males is that there's not enough dying for one another. That means that if me and him have a goddamn problem, we gotta we gotta lock horns. We're gonna have to go through this shit. Like we're gonna have to go through our processes. And it took 3 years, y'all. 3 fucking years for him to know me. 3 years for me to know him as a human being. The soft, kind part. To know that everything that he says doesn't mean anything. It just, he's venting. You hear me? We have an X factor that most women don't have. Y'all have progesterone. We have testosterone. Everywhere the fuck we go, we are a threat. So when we look at each other, no matter what the fuck we do, we have to measure the room just in case. And it's so scary. Everywhere the fuck we go, that we measure, we check temperatures. Okay, let me throw this joke out here. Okay, yeah, he a bitch ass nigga. Oh yeah, that's a bitch ass dude. That ain't my brother. That ain't it. But I know my brother here, dog. I know he with it.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So for the ladies in Phoenix, do when you ladies walk into a room, do you find yourself sizing up the other women in the room, or do
Mhm.
you walk in with open arms, like, okay, it's cool, we about to see?
Okay, so yes, women do. Women do walk in and spot out the room and look at the other women. Because for the most part, if a woman is walking in the room, they're sizing her up. We do that. Um, me, to cut out that for me, I just walk in and I speak to everybody. I walk in and kind of, I'll say, clear the room, clear the air. So if somebody is eyeing me, and when I speak, that'll kind of give me a, okay, this person got a problem. This person got a problem. That's how I do it. I don't have time to be sitting at the door. No, I speak. And however the response is how I know where I need not to go or where I need to go to clear whatever issue there is between me and this person. Women do it too. We're more mouthy than physical.
I'm gonna have to cut you off on that one because female prisons are some of the calmest areas, period. There's a reason why y'all can get out and be rehabilitated more so than they think that men are. Because we have to look at each other as killers. We all have it in us, whether you be 4'2" to goddamn 7 feet.
I
Y'all
didn't.
don't y'all
Uh,
don't have that fucking problem. Y'all just don't. I
I didn't
know
say
a
that we
person. I
are
know a
threatened by them.
no.
I
I
said
know a
that, but that
woman. I
happened.
know plenty of women. I gotta cut you off because I know plenty of women that have done way more years than I've ever done. Right, and they can go back to regular life. They can get their government jobs back. They might have to work their way up the ladder. It's not easy. I know they're gonna be judged. But when it comes to men, when it comes to rehabilitation, nobody gives us that. We're looked at as savages. The minute that we raise our voices, listen to my voice, listen to Rock's voice, raspy, deep, strong, can't whisper in nobody's fucking crowd. There are way more success stories when it comes to women in rehabilitation from prison than it is for men.
Well, that's because we're given chances. We're given that option. You guys are not.
Because you can get fucked.
So let me ask you this: Do you think that is because men have that alpha mentality? Like we're programmed to be alpha.
I'm not programmed. I'm not programmed. I'm
I
programmed
mean,
to love first, bro. I'm,
listen,
I'm, I've
listen.
been okay.
What I mean is, as men, like we're competitive. Like at from a young age, it's always when we playing games, we racing, got to be number one. We on the court, we balling. I got to show my ass. I got to ball out. Oh, we playing football. Oh, I got to tackle you hard. I got to smack you, so you know what time it is. You feel me, nigga? Everything we do competitive. Oh, we driving. Oh, I'm gonna race you. I bet you I get there first. We are programmed and designed to be number one, to be alpha. You feel me? So that's why I was asking, do you actually think that that's why men have more of a problem than women?
Let me ask you this: would you have your wife if you wasn't the dominant human being you was in life?
God damn it, Mo. You motherfucker. Um, I don't know.
How many kids do you think you fucking have if you was a pussy? Let's talk about being a pussy. If you wasn't the same dominant human being that
Oh
I'm
my
talking to
goodness.
right now, what the fuck do you think you'd have in life? Period.
I thought Michael wasn't coming out tonight.
I was trying not to. I told you. I told you. Try not to.
Exactly. And women love this shit. This is the scary part that women won't admit and they will omit because they have to deal with their fucking lack of their uniting each other over fucking brunch and never saying somebody's fat bitch. Like, you need to fucking stop eating. Like, none of them tell the truth like men do to each other, bro. Like, you been to a fucking barbershop, bruh. The first thing, and this is the key. This is the key that women don't understand is that when we get in that motherfucker, we be waiting for y'all to get the fuck out of there so we can talk our shit and be like, let's argue sports, let's argue, let's fight, let's get this shit out.
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I used to hate I used to hate and love when moms bring the kids to the barbershop. You feel me? But it's just
Talk
like
your shit, bro. Talk your fucking shit.
the conversation to be lit, and then you know what I'm saying. You look up, and it's a woman just sitting there looking like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when y'all not in there, like that is a nigga's therapy. You dig what I'm saying? Because you can talk your shit and not be fucking judged. Because 9 times out of 10, niggas feel the same fucking way that you feel.
Bro.
And I'm a witness to that happening. I'm a witness to that happening. And actually, when the lady's in there, you guys are more gentle in your conversation. I've witnessed that several times.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. I remember my big sister Cece. Shout out to my big sister Cece, big baby. My big sister Calandra. She took me to the barbershop, right? So it was funny because I'm in the chair getting my hair cut. You feel me? And they talking their shit. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas was holding back their real opinions trying to dance around because they was trying to holler at my sister. You feel me? Like they was trying not to come off as the nigga. But I'm sitting in the chair getting my hair cut, and shout out to Weeks. You feel me? And Weeks Jr. You feel me? I'm getting my hair cut. I'm like, nigga, you ain't the same nigga that normally cut my hair because you be talking like this. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get it. Even a couple times when we first moved around the way, when I was like, we moved around back in Cap Heights when I was like 13. So my mother took me to the barbershop. You feel me? And even when my mother was in the barbershop, they was like real respectful. You feel me? My mother was like, oh, I like this barbershop. Nigga, when I started going there by myself, I was like, dog, you want me to get my hair cut in?
Sanctuary. All you heard was a fucking hey, yeah, bruh, stop lying to me, bruh. Let's stop lying to me, bruh. Like, we have, and this is crazy because this is when dice games, pool halls, this is when shit gets like a little bit like indirect to where we can position our testosterone to a place of we can focus it. So we come up through sports. We come up through damn near dying every day as men. It's just something the fuck in us that we cannot fucking help. And then we sit around. As soon as a woman comes around, we become gentlemen. We become that person. We become that man that they want to have. But ladies, we are fucking violent. We have an X factor that makes our bones thicker, that makes us go through walls that you can never fucking understand. You never will. You won't understand when you hear the wrong tone from a human being. And you just like, oh, that's a threat. And your body just tells you that's a fucking threat. Get on your tippy toe. It's time to throw hands. I got to measure this motherfucker up. I got to make sure that ain't nothing about to happen to me or anybody else. So just fuck, man. My whole key is that I think that men should talk more, but I don't think that we should talk that fucking much. I think that it should be activated through sports. There's certain anger levels that children have that they need to be taught that you're not the biggest, so you're gonna have to outwork a son of a bitch. You're gonna have to outwork this naturally giant, gifted human being. You're gonna have to fight for everything in your fucking life because you ain't gonna get it at home. Once you hit 21, they're gonna look at you differently. 21 to 25 is the little soft moments. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, okay. All right, now you a bitch. Everything you do, if you cry, you a bitch. That's the conversations that women are having at dinner tables every day. every fucking day. The main course is talking about men. And you know when we around each other, we barely talk about y'all. Do y'all even fucking know that? Like, do y'all know that when we around each other, we give a fuck about each
Hmm.
as we may not, but we talk about everything else. We talk about responsibilities and children more so than we give a fuck about your vagina and your goddamn titties or your ass, your BBLs, all that shit. We don't give a fuck about y'all when we around each other. But every time y'all the fuck around each other, y'all talking about us. I digress.
So
Rock.
I have a question. Do women really sit around and talk about men that much?
We do. It might not be the whole conversation, but yeah, men come up a lot. We come to like it's venting. So if there's a problem, you come say something. Usually, for the most part, that's how the conversation starts. Unless you're coming together for a specific event or something.
Like I said, women talk too fucking much. And that's the fucking problem with y'all. Is that y'all honestly don't have it in y'all to deal with yourselves. So what I've learned from women over the years, from the gangster ass mother that I have from Jersey City, the gangster ass, she gangster is shit. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers fucking with this broad. Like she gangster. She fucking gangster. Y'all ain't fucking around with a woman that got priorities and a woman that's focused on what they have to do. Men have to be focused. If not, we're called bitches, weak individuals. If we cry, we're soft. Everything the fuck that we do that shows any type of emotional weakness, if we raise our voices, we ain't shit. But women get together and y'all just submerge yourselves amongst hoes, bitches with their titties out. They ain't worth a fuck. You know they ain't worth a fuck, but you ain't gonna tell them that because you don't want to fight that little dirty hoe. You don't want to fight that bitch. Y'all don't look at each other as like, okay, she gonna get her ass up easy to my man or any man that comes around. Or maybe y'all do, but y'all don't tell each other that shit. The shit is like
Well,
fucking
we
exhausting.
do, but we don't put it out there to y'all. So we
Nah,
do have these calls. We do,
that's your fucking
we do.
problem. That's your fucking problem as a woman because y'all keep coddling one another, getting
Well,
naked in front of each other, and
okay.
just be like, "Oh, girl, your breasts look good." Like y'all be doing the softest, gayest shit that I've ever heard in my life. And then all of a sudden, when a man come around, he like, "Shut the fuck up." It's a fucking problem.
Hey, bro, it sounds like you have. You just said this before. It sounds like you have a problem that you just can't
Yeah.
get naked and
No,
see
I don't have
titties
no
too.
fucking problem. I've been listening to women all my life. I've been around women all my life. I was groomed for women. My mother, my birth mother groomed me for women. I have been dealing with older women all my life, bro. And they tell me everything. And I keep trying to like reiterate this shit to fucking women because I done dealt with 50-olds when I was in my 20s. Like, you ain't saying shit, but I know that shit. I know for a fact that's your fucking problem. And then I get talked to like I'm stupid or I don't know shit because all y'all want to do is eat each other's asses out. That's all women want to do. They want to eat each other's asses out, bro. They just want to cook, eat each other's asses out. Like, bro, like, I ain't even gonna hold you. These women, they are crazy as shit. And not one time out of all the counseling that they have and everything that they want to know about men, and they always want to find out about us, have they ever come back from a fucking brunch and been like, yeah, I had to tell that bitch. I had to tell that hoe. I had to tell that woman. I had to tell that queen. Start being the shit instead of complaining about shit. Cause I tell you what, y'all. Hey, ladies, let me let you in on something good, real sweet. I'm gonna give you some information that you ain't know. When men are around each other, is boy, you're stupid.
You hear me?
Boy, you're dumb. You know better. You know, hey, look, you made that fucking choice. You stupid as shit. We tell each other these things. Y'all don't even say those type of fucking words to each other. Y'all don't even look at each other and just be like, yeah, you a dumb bitch. Like, you a dumb ass woman. You a dumb ass queen. I shouldn't have even called you a fucking queen because it's going to result in a fist fight because y'all emotional. But a man going to tell his man, if it's his friend, if it's his fucking friend, we're going to tell each other how dumb we acted. And we don't want to come home and hear you say it again. That is y'all fucking problem. Is that y'all want so much goddamn communication, but you ain't talking to each and every individual female that you love and know as if, you know what, you can't go out in this world. Like, you ain't worthy of this shit. Like, whole bitch queen, like, you gotta shut the fuck up. Whole bitch queen. That's my new saying, whole bitch queen. Because women hate the word bitch. They hate queen. They hate everything. They think that everything is just a game to get to them ass cheeks. Okay. But y'all don't come out of no brunch healed. I'm done.
You sure?
Fuck no. But I'm done.
I'm sorry, I stepped away to go get my phone real quick.
Okay, so whoever's listening, I hope you understood what Mo was saying. Also, he's very right of what he was saying. For the most part, we don't do that. Some women do, some most of us do not. And brunch, no. If you go on a brunch, you're not necessarily talking about healing. You're not necessarily talking about your flaws. You're not necessarily doing anything. You eating and drinking and laughing. Um, and that's where it comes to back to what we were talking about, the emotional intelligence. When you grow up and you mature and you understand what's important, you do tell your friends. You actually change your friends. You actually stop hanging around those people. But until you do, it's the same shit. What you say, whole bitch queen? That is so crazy. But
Whole bitches
anyway,
and queens never leave a brunch feeling better. They only feel convicted about their fucking ignorance. I've never met a woman that went to a brunch that came back and was like, you know what, baby? I haven't been listening the fuck enough. They only tell you about yourself.
well, if
Once
the intent
once
of
y'all
the
start, once them $120 of mimosas and fucking bullshit start paying off, niggas will believe in y'all. Motherfuckers will send you off. We will pay for you to go to a fucking brunch if you come back happier than when the fuck you left. But nothing has ever come back with the conviction and the evidence that y'all have learned shit from each other. Y'all ain't learned shit from one another. All y'all do is kiss each other's pussies. And thank God, men, true men, don't like to suck each other's dicks. And I ain't gonna hold you.
okay,
Okay, let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's fucking let's get it off. I should have never came to fuck on this show because
why not?
I ain't
It's your
learned
show.
shit. I don't know why the fuck, like, why the fuck do y'all keep going the fuck out? Stop going the fuck out and fucking care about your your future, your legacy. What the fuck is your legacy? Oh, okay, I got a bunch of kids. Okay, well, All right, well, this hoe right here, she fucks a million men, but she supports me. She buys me, she give me food stamps. Yeah, this bitch over here, she's loud. She makes my life uncomfortable, but she's there when I need her just to be a fuck around. And this classy lady over here, she just, I don't know what the fuck a classy lady is. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all ain't even got those type of friends. But a nigga, a man, got men. If not, we fight. We just gonna wreck. We just gonna wreck till the fucking death of us. We gonna shoot the shit out of each other. We gonna do whatever the fuck it is. We don't believe in all that bullshit. Like, bruh, like, don't you talk to me any kind of way, cause nigga, I know you. I know what the fuck you bout. I know what the fuck you bout. So nigga, we standing on that. Men stand on that shit. Women don't stand on shit. Y'all just keep loving each other and undressing around each other and shit. Y'all so fucking weird, y'all. Women are soft than a motherfucker. I'm getting the fuck. I'm shutting this shit down. I'm shut.
Okay. Well, before we go, what do you have to say, Rock?
Thank you for fucking having me. And Mo, you ain't shit. And I'm gonna tell you why when we get off this goddamn show. I told you. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, so last week was Thanksgiving, and for those who may still have food, we have a video for you. Did you pull it up?
I just had to tell my mama, like, you supposed to throw the leftovers away. At some point, the leftovers got an expiration date on them. It's a cap on the leftovers. You just can't keep eating them leftovers as long as you want to, man. Some of y'all might want to write this down, because I'm finna give you the calendar and the itinerary for these leftovers. You cooked the food on Wednesday night. Thursday, you ate the food. Friday, that's when it was his best. Saturday, you pushing it. Ain't no more leftovers, bitch. Monday, you tripping. Tuesday, your ass getting worms if you still eating them leftovers. Wednesday, hospital. Thursday, dead. That's just the bottom line for these leftovers. Because some of y'all think you can just eat the leftovers how long you want to eat them. It don't work like that with the leftovers, man. It's an expiration date on them leftovers. Keep them for a couple days and get them out your refrigerator. And I'm finna go ahead.
Oh my
It is
goodness.
now Wednesday, y'all.
Throw
So
that
if you're
shit
still eating, you
away.
need to go on to the hospital.
Hey, let me
That's
say
all I got
this.
for.
I know we supposed to be ending, but we got 2 minutes. Now I really got something I want to say. I don't understand why motherfuckers cook 2 days before Thanksgiving. I don't fucking get it. I'm gonna be real with you. Let me talk my shit real quick. I'm a picky ass nigga. I don't eat leftovers after damn near what,
Especially about
a
some fucking
day
turkey, nigga.
or two. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, no, fuck that. Let me tell you this. You mean to tell me for Thanksgiving I'm eating food that you cooked the day before? That's technically leftovers. You're giving me fancy fucking leftovers. I don't appreciate the shit. From now on, I eat at home because I'm not eating fancy leftovers.
You gonna eat whatever fancy leftovers.
Let me tell
You
y'all
better eat
something,
that
man.
big ass bird and shut up.
That nigga is my spirit animal, and I don't know why. And my brother Quick has his voice down packed, and I can listen to him talk every day. I want him to narrate my goddamn funeral arrangements in Plies voice. You hear me? That's how dope that motherfucker's voice is, y'all. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. That's why we fried every fucking thing prior to. You hear me? Like, we be on one. We be on one as black folks, yeah. Like, I don't know, yeah. Like, I
Look,
like leftovers, bro. Like, am I homeless? Like, am I like a homeless white man?
Nah,
Like,
nah.
Leftovers have all the best flavor. You gotta let it sit for a
it's the
day or
best
two.
shit ever. That's why homeless people be fat. Like, what the fuck? I don't
Nah.
trust
So
fat
look,
homeless people.
let
I
me tell
don't
you something.
trust.
For
But
Thanksgiving, I ain't had no fucking big ass bird. I hate that shit. Should be it should be dry as fuck. Only time I eat turkeys is if I'm going to Bull Wings in Capitol Heights on fucking Ritchie Road. And if you don't believe me, go get a turkey sandwich and tell them Rock sent you. I promise you, will satisfy your soul. But other than that, hell no. I made a motherfucking dope ass pot roast. I fucking slow cooked some ribs. I'm talking about
oh,
fucking nigga. I don't like traditional Thanksgiving ham. I mean, it's cool. I'm not knocking it. But nigga, why we gotta eat a big ass bird? What does the fucking
nah,
big ass
bruh. I eat a
bird?
cow. I will eat a cow before I eat a bird, bruh. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you, bruh. When you made that statement that day, I was like, you know what? He right. He right in a bitch. Like, what the fuck? How is this bird so big? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
The texture is different to me.
Yeah, nah, bruh. I gave up on it. I ate a turkey wing since then.
And then you can see the little holes from the feathers. Nah, B.
Nah, bruh. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Like, we gotta discuss that. I can't believe we ran over this far. But I'm not gonna hold you, bro. When you said that shit, that was the most gangster shit that a nigga could say and walk off fixing their
Yeah,
plate.
that was funny. That was hilarious.
So you just gonna eat this big ass bird? I was like, hold up. Is he right? He right. He right than a motherfucker. So look, so this is what we're gonna do. So from now on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up with the dopest recipes for like turkeys, things like that. Y'all seen us do mayonnaise challenges, shit like that. What I've learned about traditional Thanksgiving cooking is that it don't have to be that way. Like if you spatchcock that bird and you flip it over and take the bones out, like yeah, y'all gotta get the GI Mo. Yeah, y'all fucking around. Y'all fucking around. Y'all fucking around. Ain't nobody fucking with me for real, for real. I changed your mind about a bird too, bruh. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you, bruh.
As long as it's not a big ass bird, bro.
Oh, what you want? Some quail? You want some pigeon?
Let's do that.
I'm
Let's
an
come up
Eagles fan.
with like alternatives. Let's do it. Let's
I do. Hey,
fucking
look,
do it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to try some turducken.
Oh no, I made
But
one of
that got
those,
turkey
bro.
on it.
No, I made
Hey,
one of those.
but guess what? It's a freaky turkey because it got a
Nah, you
bird
ain't with that.
inside
You
of a
ain't with
bird
that duck,
inside of
bro.
a
You ain't
bird.
with that duck, bro. Don't
It's an
talk that shit about
orgy
that
bird.
duck.
Hold on. So now you're gonna make me flex. Muscles out. Yeah. So look, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a nigga that had plenty of jobs. I had a job as a dishwasher at a restaurant, a nice restaurant in Bowie Town Center called Strawberries. And they actually had like a real live gourmet meal. So Nick Ainge, aka Kicks, her brother is a chef. And he was a chef there. So, part of my pay was I never had to buy lunch. You feel me? I get whatever the fuck I want. So it's a fancy restaurant. I didn't know what the fuck to order. I'm a nigga. I was still on my wings and fries at the carryout. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, "What you want for lunch, Rock?" I'm like, "Man, it don't matter. Hook me up." Man, he gave me some duck, like some duck breast. I don't know how he cooked it. I can't even describe it, but it was the best fucking bird I've ever tasted in my life.
Bruh, will you let go of the idea of anybody that gave you duck first and let me cook duck for you one time? If I cook a duck for you one time, if I cook goat for you one time, you gonna fuck around and turn Jamaican, motherfucker. Like it's
I
gonna be
don't know.
yard
Wait, so
bird.
look,
It's gonna, yeah. I be a wa me a wa.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You gonna have
Yeah,
to
you heard me.
you gonna have to cook it at my house because I filmed some of the shit that you done ate before. I don't know. I
Oh,
think
wait a second now. Hold on.
no,
Okay.
no,
Talk
That
to
because
him,
was for
Weezy.
the
Talk
challenge.
to him, Weezy.
no,
That was
it's
for the challenge.
crazy. Wait, hold
He
on, wait a
can
minute.
actually cook. Okay.
No. It's not about it not being good. It's the fact that this guy is special. He working on GI Moe's field cooking show. I don't want no fucking duck with a sprinkle of grasshoppers in that joint for the
You wouldn't
sauce.
know because it'd be ground and it'd be salt and vinegar
You
That's
really
coated.
going on me like that, bro? That's
that's
really
the
where we going?
problem.
Like grasshoppers,
That's
bro?
the
Like,
problem,
I
bro.
know I'm different, but I'm not that fucking different. I'm black, bro. Like, stop
That nigga
fucking
look,
playing,
hey
bro.
Weezy,
Like,
he gonna be like,
no, this is why
look,
fist fights happen.
listen, he gonna be like, hey bro,
No, I'm gonna fight you, bro.
listen. He's like, you like those potatoes in there? I'm like, yeah, them Jones pretty good. He was like, yeah, them Jones bull nuts for real, for real. I just slow cooked the shit out of them. What?
What?
Nah.
No, not
Matter of fact,
bullets, bro.
I'm killing the goat myself before you cook it.
No,
Eat it,
let's
don't
go
get
kill
it.
the goat together. Let's go kill the goat together, bro. Like, yeah, like I'm with it. I got a gun. I got a perfect fucking rifle that puts an end to a whole lot of shit. It put a whole lot of end to a whole lot of pigs in North Carolina, bro. And I got that motherfucker by my bed. You hear me? Pump action, 22 long rifle. I'm with it. I would shoot the fuck out of everything, and I shoot a compound bow. So if you don't, if you don't make it with that one, I'm gonna get your ass with the feathers. You hear me? You don't want no feathers in your ass. You hear me? If you ain't no bird, you might want to pay attention. I'm going up to Keister.
Oh my god.
Bro,
God
you gonna shoot
damn
a
it, I'm
And,
nigga in
oh,
the
talking
and,
shit,
hanky?
and
bruh.
on that note, we are going to in this live broadcast, 'cause I think these are after show conversations that need to be
Yeah.
had
No, it don't
after
need to
the
be
show.
had. No, that shit need to be had right now. Fuck you, man. Fuck you talking about. Fuck.
Exit yourself, sir, with your information, please.
I'm sorry.
Rock, you're our guest. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay. So you can follow me on all social media platforms at Teleme Rock, TAYLO. Man, it's the name right here on the screen. I ain't gonna spell it for y'all. You can catch me tomorrow with my two banditos plus two more. You feel me? We'll be cut up on the No Filter Show every Thursday. Man, you probably catch me at your local carryout trying to find the best wings and mumble sauce, but definitely not the one in Upper Marlboro because they got the motherfucking mumble sauce, mashed potato fries. That definitely wasn't
What?
it. Yeah. Mo, you know what I'm talking about.
And of course, I'm your man, GMO, aka non-GMO. I thank everybody out there for the patience that you've had. As far as like, I have been sick as shit. So they carried that beautiful show last week, and I really appreciate my team. And fuck, I don't know what the fuck else to say because if I gotta go to Upper Marlboro and get them motherfucking wet ass plum sauces again, I swear to God, we was on a job. Like I keep posting, bruh, I'm not about to do this shit. Good night. See y'all tomorrow. It's about to be lit. I love y'all.
And I am the Blue Phoenix. You can catch me at the Blue Phoenix Hills everywhere. Just like Mo and Rock said, you can catch us tomorrow at 8:30 on the No Filter Show. And you can watch that on Red Vision TV on YouTube as well as on the No Filter Show page. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I thank you guys for all your thoughts and prayers. I thank Mo for coming on, though he's not feeling well. I thank Rock for taking his place, even though he didn't have to. I appreciate you guys and thank you so much. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Good night, y'all. It's been both sides of the coin.
Deuces, bitches. Stop hiding yourselves amongst hoes. If you ain't that, stop hiding yourself amongst hoes. Don't associate yourself with hoes. Don't associate yourself with bitches. If you ain't that bitch, if you ain't a bitch or a hoe or something like that, stop hanging with all of that shit that niggas got to fight through to pick your ass out of a fucking lineup, man.
Yeah,
I'm done.
that's true.
This shit. Confusing ass women. It's been both sides of the coin, y'all. We out of here.
Boats and hoes.